Good afternoon. Welcome to New York American Water's live stream event for advanced metering infrastructure. I'm Linda DeMena, President of New York American Water. Thank you for joining us. I hope everyone is doing well and your families are being safe. This live stream event allows us to connect with our customers while following our social distancing recommendation for everyone's safety. We appreciate your patience in the event that we experience any technical difficulties with this new digital platform. New York American Water is excited to deliver advanced metering infrastructure to our customers, and we wanted to take this opportunity to provide you with more information about what AMI is, the benefits that it provides to our customers, and what our deployment plan is. We hope today's live event on AMI is successful, and we plan to host future events on water quality, emerging compounds, so stay tuned to our social media outlets and channels for more information on future events. Today's event will be featured a 20-minute presentation followed by question and answer sessions. We will give an update on a response to COVID-19's public health crisis. Then we will transition into advanced metering infrastructure and our deployment plan. We will wrap up with some frequently questions that have been asked on AMI technology. We also will provide an opportunity for you to ask questions because we know everybody has something that they need to understand what this technology can provide. Please use the Q&A panel on the right to ask your questions. Today's topic is AMI. We will do our best in answering all of your questions, but some questions on other topics may need to be taken back to the appropriate team member to be answered and be provided at a later date, so please bear with us. New York American Water felt it was important to first acknowledge the public health crisis that we are all dealing with right now, and to tell you what New York American Water is doing to assist our customers, our employees, and communities during the COVID-19 crisis. We want to make sure that we are providing safe, reliable services to each one of you. As highlighted by the Environmental Protection Agency, Americans can continue to drink from their water supply directly from their tap as usual. Our water supply has been unaffected by COVID-19. New York American Water has enacted our business continuity plan in late January to strengthen our ability to provide you with reliable quality service to our customers and continue to meet all safety and federal state drinking water standards. As well, we want to make sure that we're providing the appropriate protection to our employees while providing these services to our customers during this crisis. All non-essential personnel are working from home, and we're taking extra precautions to promote safe working environment for our essential field staff as well as our plant employees. Given the importance of personal hygiene in preventing the spread of coronavirus, we have suspended billing-related service shutoffs because we know how important water is and essential to life. You may see an American Water field service representative and crews performing the needed tasks to keep our operations running day to day. Please follow social distancing recommendations for your safety and the safety of our employees. Now, I'll turn it over to Lee Muller. She is our External Affairs Manager for New York American Water, and she will provide an overview of the Advanced Metering Infrastructure Program. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Linda. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us to discuss Advanced Metering Infrastructure, also known as AMI. We wanted to start off by explaining why the company is making the investment in new water meter technology. New York American Water is required to inspect and replace all of our water meters periodically by the New York State Department of Public Service. Replacement of our meters at predetermined cycles allows us to ensure the proper performance of those meters and accurate meter reads for our customers. For the typical residential water meter, this is typically a 15-year replacement cycle. For larger meters, this cycle can be 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, or even a yearly cycle. We conducted a benefit cost analysis to determine what type of technology the company should pursue for this cycle of meter replacement. This analysis showed that AMI provided the most benefits from a cost savings and from a customer service perspective. So that is the option that we pursued. In the February 6, 2020 order, the New York State Public Service Commission approved our request to replace all New York American Water customers' meters with AMI. As Linda mentioned, we are really excited to deliver AMI through our meter replacement program, as it provides many benefits to our customers and streamlines our meter reading operations. We actually started replacing meters this month, and we will be continuing to replace meters through the end of 2025. So advanced metering infrastructure is also known as AMI, or what's called smart meters, and this is a type of water meter technology. The meter itself measures your water usage, and then the cellular transmitter captures that data and sends it over a secure network to a database. Water usage data is captured every 15 minutes, and that data is transmitted to the database 4 times a day. You can imagine it as a text message of your water usage sent 4 times each day. And that data is captured in a database known as EyeOn Water. And this database is accessible by every New York American Water customer with an AMI meter. So what are the customer benefits of AMI? There are many benefits to our customers, and that's why we were really excited that we could pursue this technology. Through AMI meter technology, you will have direct access to your water usage data through the EyeOn Water customer portal. Knowing how and when you use the most water is the first step in being able to make smart water use decisions for your household. The EyeOn Water system can also generate alerts for you. For example, the system can identify 24 hours of constant water flow and generate a leak alert. This helps you identify a leak early on, fix it, and avoid a high bill. AMI also supports accurate meter reading, which results in better billing and eliminates many of the factors that might cause a customer to have an estimated monthly meter read. It also helps streamline our operations and reduce our carbon footprint. We will no longer need to drive by every customer's house every month to capture a meter read. The data is transmitted directly over the cellular network. So talked a little bit about the EyeOn Water portal. When I first heard about it, I was very confused on how it was spelled. So it's actually EyeOn Water, and every one of our customers will have access to this portal. What's great about it is that it displays a customer's water usage data through many different types of graphs and visuals. You can select a certain date range that you want to look at or a certain day of the week. If you know you sprinkle every other day, you can take a look at those days and see that your water usage might in fact spike as a result of your sprinkling. Overall, it's a really user-friendly portal. It can be accessed both through your desktop computer and a mobile device, and the EyeOn Water app is available through the App Store. So once you receive an AMI meter, you can register for EyeOn Water by visiting amwater.eyeonwater.com. The link is provided here for you. You will be required to enter your New York American Water account number, so make sure that you have that on hand. And now I will turn it over to Chris Peters, who's going to talk more about the deployment of AMI for our customers. Oh, Chris, actually, you're still on mute. Thanks, everybody. Technical difficulties.
Sorry. So thanks, Lee. I'll start over. My name is Chris. I'm with the New York AMI project team. I'd like to discuss our deployment plan for AMI. We started deploying meters this month, actually, and we'll continue through the end of 2025. We're deploying meters to all of our approximately 126,000 customers on Long Island and in our upstate New York systems. Obviously, due to the coronavirus pandemic, we've had to modify our strategy. Several thousand New York American Water customers have a water meter that is located in an outside pit. We will now begin with these customers since we are able to install the meter without having to access the customer's home. We'll focus on these outdoor meter pits for the summer of 2020. Depending when social distancing guidelines are lifted, we will begin deploying AMI meters for customers that have inside meters. These customers who have indoor meters will receive communication in the form of a letter from New York American Water, and this letter will request them to make an appointment with us to have their meter changed. So you can see we have a graphic on here. We will methodically go across our service areas deploying this technology. There's a broad range of dates on this graphic, but don't worry, we will be giving communication to anybody who we want to install a meter at their residence. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, New York American Water is starting to deploy meters this month, and we are focusing on outside meters so we can maintain social distancing for the safety of our customers and employees. The first round of customers received an AMI rollout postcard, which you can see on this graphic, in the mail. We'll be in your neighborhood over the next few months installing meters, and you will be notified when you have a new AMI meter. We'll have a leave behind postcard that has information on AMI technology and explains how to sign up for EyeOn Water and access your data. So the customer resources, we have a lot of great resources on the website. I encourage you to go check it out. We have frequently asked questions, and we also have an interactive GIS map, and you can enter in your address and see exactly what range of dates we will be in your area and when you can expect to get your AMI meter. That website is nyamwater.com/AMI. We'd like to go into some the most common questions we get from customers regarding AMI technology. If we don't answer any questions in the following slides, please use the Q&A panel and we'll do our best to answer those at the end. So the first question is, why is my meter being replaced? As we mentioned earlier, the PSC does require us to replace water meters periodically to ensure accurate billing, in turn, accurate reading. If a customer's meter was replaced recently, that unfortunately was not the AMI technology. So recently replaced meters may be in compliance with the PSC, but they are not AMI, and we are still going to be upgrading those meters because we want every customer in our service area to have the benefit of AMI. Next. Another big question is, if I have an indoor meter and I need to set up an appointment, what should I expect? So if it's outside, obviously we already said we do not require an appointment. We will change your meter and we will inform you it's been changed. If you have an indoor meter, you'll receive that letter in the mail requesting to make an appointment and to have your meter changed. You will be given a 3-hour window of time that a technician will arrive at your home, and the typical residential meter, which is a 5/8 meter, that should only take 20 to 30 minutes. Our technicians are required to be in uniform. They carry a company badge, and they'll be in appropriately marked vehicles, so you can feel confident that they are who they say they are. Some of our installations in the Lynbrook area will be done by contractors. Currently, we're employing National Metering Services. They will have badges. They will have appropriately marked vehicles as well, so you don't need to worry. Please just remember for these appointment setups that the meter needs to be clear and we need to be able to gain access to it. So if for some reason it was covered up by drywall or paneling, that is the homeowner's responsibility to give us access to the meter so we can change it. Okay. One of the biggest questions is AMI safe? What about radio frequencies? I'm here to assure you that it is very safe. AMI operates by sending the equivalent of a text message, as Lee mentioned. It's only 4 times a day. In total, that accumulates up to less than 2 minutes in an entire year. The radio frequency signals generated by the AMI transmitter are well below the levels most people come in contact with on a regular day, especially if you're using a cellular or cell phone regularly. The FCC rules require radio frequency meters to comply with exposure limits designed to protect public health with a very large margin of safety. So our meters are in compliance with the FCC rules. And additionally, the exposure to radio frequency signals decreases with the distance you get away. So if your meter is typically in a basement or outside, you're far away from it, and that exposure is very minimal. With that, that's everything we covered in terms of common questions. I'd like to thank you guys for being here today. We hope we provided a lot of useful information, and we thank you for joining us. We'll open it up for any Q&A that we had, and Lee will assist in monitoring it. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Chris. So the 3 of us will go ahead and monitor the meeting chat or the Q&A panel. So again, if we didn't answer any questions that you might have through our presentation or frequently asked questions, go ahead and plug your questions into the Q&A panel. Also, as Chris mentioned, we do have a great website with a lot of resources on it. Once again, it's www.nyamwater.com/AMI. We have a more robust list of FAQs on there. As Chris mentioned, we have a great interactive GIS map where you can plug in your address and see when your neighborhood is scheduled for replacement. And we have a really great video featuring actually one of our local field service representatives to kind of give you an idea of what AMI is in more detail. Okay, so just check in the Q&A, see if we have anything. Okay, so we have a question about security and who will be doing the replacement. So Chris, I think you answered this, but if you could provide a little bit more detail. Will it just be New York American Water employees doing the work, or will there be contractors doing it, and will they be labeled?
Yeah, as mentioned, there will be in the Lynbrook area, there will be contractors employed to do some meter changes, and they will have the same type of identifications and appropriately marked vehicles. So you'll be sure, and plus you'll be setting up an appointment for a timed window. It should be very clear that they're there for the install of a meter.
Sorry guys, I'm having a little trouble with my mic going on and off mute. So we have another question. If I want to speak with somebody from New York American Water on the technology, how can this happen? So actually we have a local number. If you do have more questions about AMI, we welcome you to give us a call. The number is 516-632-2222. Now, not everybody is in the office right now, so if you do get a voicemail, please leave a voicemail with your name and how you would like us to contact you, and we will definitely get back to you and speak to you more about AMI. Okay, one other question, and Chris, I think I'll pitch this to you. How long does install take?
Again, typically a residential customer, if we're talking about residential customer, it is a smaller meter, one-man job, 20 to 30 minutes. Obviously there can be hiccups in terms of accessibility to the meter. Every situation is different, right? Not everybody has a nice finished basement. So as long as all the valves work and everything goes smoothly, 20 to 30 minutes is typically the average time to install a meter. So.
Okay. Okay, so the question is, if I want to get an AMI meter sooner than I'm scheduled to, is that possible? So I'll go ahead and take that. We are very excited to deliver AMI technology to our customers, and we do understand that there's some customers in our service territory that might be considered like early adopters of technology and really interested in technology that they can access from their smartphone or things that they can monitor from their smartphone. So we want to go ahead and equip those customers with AMI technology as soon as possible. So again, we encourage you to reach out to us. You can call us at that local number, 516-632-2222, and we can get you scheduled. Obviously, we do need to take social distancing recommendations into account. If you do have an inside meter, we definitely need to take those guidelines into account before we can schedule you. But as soon as those recommendations are lifted, we should be able to pursue indoor meter replacement. Okay, we got one other question. How often can I see this data as a customer? And I'm assuming your water usage data. Chris, would you feel comfortable taking that one?
Yeah. So let's say we get your meter installed. I would say typically you would wait 3 or so days, let everything be uploaded to EyeOn Water, sign up for EyeOn Water. You will have some water data accumulated at that point. And then after that, you have your account. You can see it at any given moment, especially if you have it on your phone. You can go to the app like any other app on your phone, go to this day, go to a full month. And it's very user-friendly, nice graphs. And you can access that data. It will hold up to 3 years worth of data in that system, and it's going to be a really good tool for people that employ it.
Great, Chris. And while you're talking about the EyeOn Water app, can you also tell them a little bit more about how a leak notification or a leak alert works?
Yes, you can set your own personal leak notifications. There's obviously a default. Typically, that is 24 hours of constant flow through the meter. You can set if that flow is at 1 gallon per minute, you can set it there, but there is a default. And if you are seeing flow for a constant 24 hours and that's what you have your leak set at, you will get a notification to say there's water flowing constantly through your meter, and you can try to figure out where that's coming from, whether it's a toilet that's leaking, a sprinkler head. So that's going to be a good tool to see, instead of just getting a huge bill and trying to figure it out after the fact. So.
Thanks, Chris. And actually, one thing I'd like to point out is that part of our conservation H2O control toolbox, we actually offer a leak detection kit. So customers can kind of walk, if you do get a leak alert, you can use that kit to walk through your home and kind of look at the common culprits of leaks, such as toilets, water heaters, things of that nature. Okay, so I am watching the Q&A. Okay, I think that covers all the questions we've received. Again, we highly recommend you visit www.nyamwater.com/AMI. There's a lot of great information out there. Also more information on how you can contact the AMI meter replacement team. And with that, I will turn it over to Linda to wrap us up.
Thanks so much, Lee. I really appreciate the team's efforts. Chris, Lee, you did a fantastic job really telling our customers all about AMI technology. The information is out there on our website. We'd be happy to answer any customers' questions that they may have. We are very excited to get out there and to start deploying this type of technology. Please look out for our social media events, because we will be offering more events just like this that we've had today in regards to water quality, capital investment projects, as well as emerging compounds. So please stay tuned. We look forward to visiting with you socially again from a socially distant platform virtually, and have a great day and be safe, everyone. Thank you.